This radio show is more important than any other mainstream media outlet.
The Breakfast Club.
Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Come on, baby, don't play with it.
Strike up inside. You think I'm gonna come here when this ain't hot?
DJ Envy and Charlamagne the God.
Being here next to all of you guys, it's really big.
It's one of my favorite shows to do, just because y'all always keep it 100, y'all keep it real. But what better place than here?
I think everybody should go on the Breakfast Club and start with that if you want to shake it up.
Good morning, USA! Yo 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 yo.
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. It's Thursday.
Yes, and Loren LoRosa is back.
Hey y'all, good morning.
How you feeling?
I feel great. We had a great time last night.
Oh, you went out last night?
I didn't sleep.
LL Cool Bay.
I literally didn't sleep. I checked into the
like
hotel. First of all,
I walked in here this morning. It smelled like a mini bar.
Wow.
I had to pour up a little hot toddy to get me together, to wake me all the way
Wow.
up.
I will say this, though.
Travis in here. Travis was at our producer, one of our producers,
Symantha, yeah.
Her birthday party was last night. Travis in here smelling like weed, bunkie, and alcohol.
He said bunkie.
And he started talking to us like it was the let out. He was like, "Yeah, what's up, good looking? Yeah, what you doing other than just waking up looking good? Where that little beige thing at?"
You was with it though. You said you're not nothing out here in the streets.
That's it.
What?
You walked over to the window. They said, "Yo, dark skin." You said, "Hey."
Wow.
Just out here, you know.
Wow.
Keeping it together.
Loren LoRosa was the only one here this morning at the respectable time, I would say. I got here this morning. Nobody was here. It was just red. I was like, what the hell? Nobody
I wasn't
working?
early today. I was here at 5:30.
Well, you beat everybody else here.
Don't do that to everybody.
Well, you did beat everybody else. Truth is truth.
Just me and Red. I was like, where the hell is everybody? But you had a good time last night with Samantha's birthday party.
I did have a good time.
Simma.
Yes, she's a good time.
Yeah.
We came in right when it started like turning up too.
Mm-hmm.
They was like pounding on tables.
Really?
It was a good time. We missed everybody else. I didn't see Trev. I didn't see anybody. We got there at like midnight.
Damn. They ended at 1.
We were late.
We
were late,
okay,
but
all right. Yeah,
we made it.
This is a theme. Okay, all right. Well, today on the show, Leslie Effin Jones will be joining us. Leslie Jones will be joining us. She has a book
called Leslie Effin Jones.
That's right. So she'll be joining us. We'll be talking to her about her book. And
you know, we always say that a black person owning a legal firearm in America and knowing how to use said firearm is a form of self-care.
Correct.
So we have certified firearm instructor
Robin Evans. Yes.
She's the CEO of Chicks with Triggers.
That's right.
She'll be here to talk to us this morning as well, too.
That's right. You got your license, Loren?
I don't, but I need to do
You can get it in Delaware.
It's a whole
you don't
thing.
have you mean gun license?
Why wouldn't I have a driver's license?
I don't, because you from Delaware.
We learned to drive at like 15.
Not
16.
legally.
You get a permit at 15, 16 in high school.
Okay.
What about, you got a driver's license?
Yes.
Did you graduate from high school?
Yes.
Yeah,
night
think
school.
about that.
Night school. No, I graduated night school.
Okay.
Yes. 2 years behind schedule.
I was just asking about your gun permit. Do you have one?
No, but I do want to get one though.
Why don't you?
It's a whole story, and we're not getting into that.
You got to charge.
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. I'm just asking.
My everything is expunged. I'm a new person.
It's expunged. I'm a new person.
Don't do me this morning.
All right. Well, when we come back, we got front page news. Teslin Figueroa will be joining us. So don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Loren LoRosa is here, our guest co-host. So what up, Tiz?
Good morning, Loren. Good morning, DJ Envy and Charlamagne the God.
Peace.
Good morning.
Now, tonight in NFL, the Panthers take on the Bears at 8:15 Amazon Prime Video. Have you watched the game on Amazon Prime yet, Charlamagne?
No, I have not watched the game on Amazon Prime yet, but that's only because my Cowboys have yet to play on Amazon Prime. But as soon as we play on a Thursday night on Amazon Prime, I shall be watching.
Loren, you don't watch football, do you?
I watched it last Sunday.
Who did you watch?
The Cowboys and the Eagles.
Okay.
Who won? You didn't watch
Cowboys?
the whole game? No, the Eagles won.
I was eating crabs. I wasn't really paying attention. It was just on.
It was just on?
My family had it on.
Okay.
We got a couple of Thursday night games coming up though. We play the Redskins on a Thursday night, and we play Seattle on a Thursday night. Actually, on that one will be on Prime Video.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be on, the one against Seattle will be on Prime Video.
Well, let's get to the Republican debate recap last night.
Yeah, a lot to unpack. I wish I could unpack it all, but Senator Tim Scott, he led with about 19 minutes of speaking time, so he spoke the most. Former Governor Chris Christie had the least amount of speaking time, around 16 minutes. I'm going to give you guys a few highlights. There were so many. Vivek Ramaswamy and Nikki Haley clearly went back and forth all night. She was clearly seen as somebody that folks, or at least he wanted to take down because she's rising in the polls. First, he said she was Dick Cheney in 3-inch heels, and Nikki responded that no, actually they're 5 inches, and she does not wear them as a fashion statement, but as ammunition. But then they continued to go back and forth about a disagreement about TikTok. He mentioned her daughter, and she wasn't having it. Let's take a listen.
How do you get TikTok banned if you use it?
Well, I want to laugh at why Nikki Haley didn't answer your question, which is about looking at families in the eye. In the last debate, she made fun of me for actually joining TikTok while her own daughter was actually using the app for a long time. So you might want to take care of your family first.
Leave my daughter out of your voice.
Your adult daughter. The next generation of Americans are using it. And that's actually the point. You have her supporters propping her up. That's fine. Here's the truth.
You're just
the easy answer is actually to say that we're just going to ban one app. We got to go further.
Leave my daughter out of your voice.
You're just scum.
You're just scum.
You're just scum.
She should leave my daughter out of your voice. Not your mouth, not on your voice.
I think she meant mouth, but that's what came. She was mad. She was pissed.
She was hot.
That's how you know. That's how you know she's from South Carolina. We're gonna get close to her. Okay. Yeah. I may not say mouth, but you know what I mean.
You know what I meant.
Leave my daughter out your voice.
Folks saw that completely unnecessary. But then there was, two different opinions on abortion. Speaking of South Carolina, I want you to hear Nikki Haley's position compared to Tim Scott's position. And as we know, when we covered the election results yesterday, that abortion was definitely, they're looking at that as a litmus test. And so Republicans are still trying to figure out where they stand on that issue. And I want you to hear these two different opinions.
Post-Roe, a wrong was made right. They took it out of the hands of unelected justices and they put it in the hands of the people. And now we're seeing states vote. And what I'll tell you is, as much as I'm pro-life, I don't judge anyone for being pro-choice, and I don't want them to judge me for being pro-life. So when we're looking at this, there are some states that are going more on the pro-life side. I welcome that. There's some states that are going more on the pro-choice side. I wish that wasn't the case, but the people decided. But when it comes to the federal law, which is what's being debated here, be honest, it's going to take 60 Senate votes, a majority of the House, and a president to sign it. So no, we haven't had 60 Senate votes in over 100 years. We might have 45 pro-life senators. So no Republican president can ban abortions any more than a Democrat president can ban these state laws. So let's find consensus.
I would certainly, as President of the United States, have a 15-week national limit. I would not allow states like California, Illinois, or New York to have abortion up until the day of birth.
So, yeah, abortion was a issue. There was also a lot discussed on foreign policy. We know Nikki Haley's a former United Nations ambassador, so she had a lot to say about that. Her and DeSantis went back and forth with China. I urge everybody to go listen to that. I wish I could cover it all. But what I found interesting is at the end, I watched it on CNN. They've been polling these Iowa voters, the same voters after each debate. This was the third one. And you can literally see how they've switched their position. And a lot of it had to do with where Trump stands, in his criminal charges. Last night, they said that Haley came in first. DeSantis was a strong second. They see the race between these two. But what I find interesting, guys, is no one wants to believe the polls when it comes to Joe Biden. They say don't believe the polls, but everybody wants to believe the polls when it comes to Trump. And I think if folks are going to throw polls out the window, then don't assume that Donald Trump will be the nominee. The voters in the room said that they would love to vote for Donald Trump, but they would not vote for him to be the nominee because of his criminal charges. So this race could very well be Joe Biden or whoever the Democrats select as their nominee against DeSantis or Nikki Haley. And so that is the larger question, that I think folks are missing. They're just assuming it's going to be Trump. And he still has to become the nominee before folks start saying who's the best person to run against Trump.
That's very true. The abortion conversation was interesting, too, because it felt like, Nikki Haley refused to commit to any specific abortion ban. And I'm pretty sure that's because abortion is kicking their ass at the polls.
That's right.
And that's not going to fly because, stripping away people's rights to do anything is not going to fly because you may not care about, people's right to get an abortion being stripped away, but it won't stop at abortion. I'm not supporting anyone who is for taking people's rights to do anything away because it starts at abortion, but it ain't going to stop there.
Yeah, I feel she was pretty strong on her position because she said it's you can't ban it, so let the states decide. She was to me, I heard her being very clear about being pro-life, but she said she's not going to sell this dream that the federal government can do anything about it because they don't have the votes to do anything about it. So what's the point of standing up there saying we need to ban it, knowing good and well you can't? And that was Tim Scott's position.
Yeah, she said she would only sign a bill that can get through Congress.
Right, and she knows it can't. So so yeah, it's kicking their ass at the polls. So Republicans got to figure it out. I just want people to remember, don't assume that Trump will be the nominee because these voters are changing their position on Trump. So whoever Biden has to be prepared to run against DeSantis or possibly Nikki Haley.
All right. Well, that is front page news. Now get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. Again, 800-585-1051. Get it off your chest. Call us up right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
It's a new day.
This is your time to get it off your chest.
Wake up!
Whether you're mad or blessed.
It's time to get up and get something.
Call up now. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Hello?
Hey, what's your name?
Hey, it's Sean Stone, man. Peace and blessing, man.
Sean Stone, what's up?
I'm out here in the field, man, in this garbage truck, man. Good morning, man. Loren.
Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
Morning. Say peace to Loren, LoRosa, and Charlamagne.
Hey, Charlamagne, what's up, man?
Peace, Sean Stone.
Hey, I'm out here in the field. Loren, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Yes. How you guys doing today, man? Everything good?
We good, brother. We good. How you feeling?
I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. Can't complain at all, man. You know, I just want to shout out my son, man. He got a hat trick in a soccer game. That means 3 goals, Envy.
Oh, that's dope.
What that means, hat trick. Yeah. So, I just want to talk about me being out here as a sanitation worker. Just like a lot of people out here living paycheck to paycheck. I know it's not easy, but keep going. You know what I mean? I'm trying to, open up another second revenue. So I decided to do a YouTube page, and a lot of people been hearing my voice for a long time, and I would love the support. It's Sean Stone TV, SeanStone.
Yo, Trav said nobody want to hear all that, Sean.
Yeah, Trav's
up here right now.
He said good morning.
Hey, good morning to Trav, man. Why Trav don't want to hear that, man?
Good morning, Trav. He don't even want to come to the microphone. It's hard to keep Trav away from a mic.
Charlamagne, tell Trav to take that gerbil out of his butt, man. Go get that
Jesus.
Trav, he don't do no gerbils. He do anacondas. Don't play with him.
No, bro.
Big bottom energy.
I'm telling you. Yo, Charlamagne, look up what gerbil mean.
I know what gerbil mean, man. I'm old, okay? Yeah. I know Richard Gere's story.
Putting that in his butt, bro. I'm telling you. But anyway,
I'm
trying to be calm. I'm trying to be blessed out here. People, please go show love to my YouTube page, man. Please, Sean Stone TV. Subscribe and leave a like. And shout out to Rallo, man. Welcome home.
All right, brother.
Peace, y'all.
First of all, Lauren, you had to look that up. I forget you young, though.
Yeah,
I was born in 1978, so the Richard Gere gerbil story is legendary.
I looked it up.
Yeah, Sylvester Stallone allegedly started that rumor.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
I don't want to ever look at him that way.
Hello, who's this?
Hello, this is Andre, Detroit.
Andre, what up, though?
What's up, man? So my birthday was November 7th. And for my actual birthday, I went to see Just Hilarious in Detroit, because I'm from Detroit.
Okay. Hey, how was it?
Oh, it was amazing. She was actually hilarious there. It was so funny.
What you mean actually hilarious?
Yeah, actually, you thought she wasn't going to be
No, because here's the thing. I love who she is. And seeing her stand-up was amazing. I always see her while I'm out, but her stand-up was really, really good.
She got another show tonight. It's actually the last show, 7 o'clock and 9:30 in Detroit at Punchline. So you can go to JustHilariousOfficial.com to get tickets for that at Punchline Comedy Club.
Absolutely. Now get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Wake it up.
This is your time to get it off your chest.
Keep calling.
800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, Envy, you know the vibes. It's Mello.
Mello. What's up, Mello?
What's the word? What's up, Uncle Charlotte? How you feeling?
Peace, Mello. How you doing, King?
Life is amazing. It is what it should be. Miss Loren, LoRosa, LL Cool Bay. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Your boy up here, too.
Who my boy?
Hello.
Trav.
Yo, Trav, what's the word, bro? For a fact, so boom. Let me get this off my chest real quick, man. I need to spread some positive vibes. to all the dudes who are still in a relationship, stay in that relationship, take care of your girl, because the streets is trash. These women is out here posting up parlays. They drinking like lawnmower mechanics. Like, I'm tired of it. I'm about to marry an immigrant for 60 bands. Enough is enough, bro. This is trash.
You gotta find you a nice queen and settle down, Mello. I'm all for that, man. Black men don't cheat.
For real.
Why she can't
black
drink?
woman
You
at
said
that.
You said we out here drinking like what?
Lawnmower mechanics.
Wow.
Lawnmower mechanics.
Wow, just
like
shame.
for real, like drinking more than the men, posting up parlays, and y'all probably be hitting better than ours. Like, what's going on?
It
Like,
smelled like somebody was cutting grass in here this morning. I'm
Stupid, man. Bye, Mello.
All the ladies went out partying last night at Symantha party. It does smell like somebody was cutting grass. I thought that when I walked in.
You really did? You thought somebody was cutting grass?
He did come here and say it smells like liquor.
The dog did. As soon as you walk in, I'm like, what the? Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Kwame.
Hey, Kwame, what up?
I just wanted to just wish everybody a blessed day. And just wanted to shout out my brand. Can I do that?
Yeah,
yes, sir.
I appreciate it. It's preference, the word preference, WY.com. Instagram is preference_WY.
Okay, brother.
Appreciate y'all.
Have a good one.
He sounds not happy.
Nah, not happy at all.
Not happy at all.
Hello, who's this?
H.
H.
Yes, sir.
What's up,
the
H?
Ballsman.
What up, brother? Get it off your chest.
Man, I'm just tired of how people reach out to you when they want something, but don't like just call to check up on you or just see what's going on.
Okay. Oh, how
brother?
How you doing though? Since nobody called you, how you doing?
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing good, but it seems like I'm the person who gotta help people out all the time. But it's like, man, I don't get no calls on the. Like, I had broke my Achilles last year. I ain't getting none of that.
You want to give us your number so we can call you every now and then just to say what's up, keep your spirits high?
I don't want Charlamagne calling me.
Well, you too then.
Damn. Maybe you just not his type.
I was just calling to keep your spirits up, man. You know what I'm saying? But don't worry.
I was just messing with you.
No, I'm rescinding my offer.
Damn. Well, sorry, well, what's your
Trav
name?
said, what's the number?
Huh?
Trav said, what's the number?
Oh, Trav's up here. You know Trav.
Nah, I ain't hit the trash.
You're not picking up what Trav putting down?
He said, nah. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. Now, Loren, we got rumors on the way. What we talking about?
Yes, we are going to get into a Frank Ocean snippet that dropped in. Kel Mitchell was hospitalized.
All right, we'll get into all that when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Loren LoRosa is here. She's our guest co-host today. And let's get to the rumors.
Get ready. Loren LoRosa. So I've been here for a little bit. I've been here for a minute.
Move out the way. Ladies, it's the rumor report.
I think a lot of people will recognize the voice and the name.
On The Breakfast Club.
Loren came in hot.
You know, I came in telling the truth. So Frank Ocean fans are going crazy right now. He released a snippet of a song. Fans don't know if this means that there'll be new music in 2024 or if he's just giving them something to live for. But they're on Instagram and Twitter everywhere going up. Let's take a listen to the snippet first.
If I hide all this one, don't face it, then it'll come back round. Little facts, respect for me. Oh yeah, you got boundaries. They're just obstacles you put in between us. Oh no. Pick and choose, and we both got options. There's affections, narcotic. You're the sex and contradiction. You want extra than me, but it's not threatening to me. I'm dialed in with you, and I figure if you're going out with them, y'all getting filthy.
I've never seen y'all more unimpressed.
Sound like a reference track to me.
I've never seen y'all more unimpressed. Let me hear it.
I am unimpressed. You can't be gone for 10 plus years and give folks snippets. We don't even know if that record is good. It doesn't sound great from the snippet, but once again, you can't be gone for 10 plus years and just give your fans a snippet.
Sounds like a reference
song.
track. Yeah, it sounds like he was practicing.
Why put it out on Instagram then? He knows what he's doing because people it's been, I think he dropped Blonde 2016 since Blonde dropped. Yeah.
Blonde was when?
2016.
Oh.
And he's done like small stuff since then. Remember he did Coachella. Coachella was a mess.
I don't remember Blonde being that good. I remember Channel Orange being good, and I remember the Nostalgia Ultra being good. I don't remember Blonde being that good.
I think with Frank Ocean, it just depends on how you're feeling in the moment.
What is fans saying? What is fans saying?
His fans are excited. They're like, oh my God, the GOAT is back. New music is coming, which I also think is crazy too because the last time we saw him, they ran him off the stage at Coachella. He said he wasn't coming back weekend two because of doctor's advice because of like a foot or ankle injury or something. That first performance, weekend one, was so horrible. They talked about that boy for like 7 days online.
Damn.
After losing his brother, he was like, "This is the first time I'm back at Coachella since losing my brother," and they laughed him off the stage because the performance was bad.
Damn.
And then he drops this. Now everybody's showing him so much love. I don't know. People are so fickle.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at you having fans. He's clearly got a core fan base, you know, that loves his music. You know what I mean? But to the rest of us, he seems overrated.
Overrated is a bit harsh for Frank. Frank
us,
Ocean is talented.
To the rest of us, we don't understand the hype. I'm not saying he's not talented. I'm just saying to the people who are not his core fans.
Correct.
He's just like, okay, what's the hype?
Like, what's T?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna move on because I don't know. It just the snippet didn't hold me either, but we'll see what happens. So
you said it was whack.
I didn't say it was whack.
Oh, I thought you said it was whack.
No, you said it was whack.
I didn't say it don't sound good based off the snippet, but it's just a snippet.
It don't give me
like
much of anything.
It doesn't sound like a finished song to me.
I don't understand why he would drop that. He dropped it like it was like a swipe through dump on Instagram.
I could never critique that just based off a snippet, but it don't sound good based off the snippet.
You wanted me to say it was
He said I could never critique that based on the snippet. I just don't like it.
It was horrible. I hate it. Send him back home.
I gotta hear the whole thing.
Please take his mic.
Yeah, okay. I agree with you.
What else we got?
I agree with you, Loren.
So Jennifer Hudson has finally confirmed that she is dating Common. She had a conversation with Gayle King. Let's listen to it and we'll get into it.
Personally, is Jennifer doing well?
Yes.
Word on the street is you're very happy.
I am very happy.
A very nice relationship.
Yes, ma'am.
With someone who shall remain nameless.
So you booed up?
Booed up? I think it's more sophisticated than booed up.
Okay. It's a situationship.
Situationship.
It's not an entanglement, is what I'm trying to say.
It's definitely not an entanglement. That's for sure.
That relationship is over now.
What you mean?
Y'all know how Common get down.
I just seen them holding hands.
They were out just holding hands recently, which is a big deal for them because they've always been like spotted together.
Yep.
But we never seen them like no PDA. They were like really holding hands. Like they locked in.
How does Common get down, Loren? You said it's over. What happened?
Every single time he's dating somebody and then it hits where we know and the woman's happy, she sounds like, oh, don't play with me. It's not an entanglement. This is serious. It's sophisticated. It ends. Tiffany Haddish, like, it's over now. I don't know why she shared this. She should have kept it private and peaceful and happy.
So who you think does more short-term rentals, Lori Harvey or Common?
Damn.
I think they might be about even. Lori Harvey gets more she gets hated more for it.
She does?
What? Yes, they drag her.
They drag Common a little bit too.
Lauren. I drop Lori.
Lauren, yeah, me too. You said
too,
Lauren, yeah.
I drop clues bombs for Lori Harvey all the time.
Let's do it right now because they was going at her the other day.
I drop one of clues bombs for Lori Harvey.
Can
I
we
did that
please?
yesterday.
Because if Common can, granted.
Drop a bomb for Common then. If you're going to drop a bomb for Lori.
Everything don't got to be about equality, Envy.
I thought everything was about equality.
No, sometimes you just got to let the women have it. My point is, though, is that normally with Common, from what I've watched from his relationships, once we start learning about it and seeing them publicly, it just goes down here. I don't know if the pressure isn't right for him or like what happens, but because I thought him and Tiffany Haddish were probably going to be married and then boom.
Man, so you said as soon as the woman makes it public,
he
Common moonwalks out of the situation. Is what
dips
you
out.
say.
What? Crip walks out of there. He just out.
Damn.
We talked about this. Remember the love bombing?
What they call it?
Love bombing. Because doesn't it seem like Jennifer Hudson is like really happy? It seems very serious.
I have no idea. I don't be paying no attention.
You didn't just listen to the clip?
Oh, I heard the clip. Yeah. But I'm saying in general.
He be lying, but he be telling the truth. He don't be knowing what we be saying.
At all. You just know. You
said it sounded like she'd be so happy. I didn't.
She just sounded very happy is what I'm saying.
On the clip she did.
She did.
I like Jennifer Hudson though. She really does have a cheat code for her talk show. That's what Trav was saying earlier, because like soon as like the crowd gets a little dull or if it's not a good show, she just grabs that mic and starts singing.
Does she?
Yeah.
Listen, I hope that's the same model in that relationship because baby,
damn
Common don't stick around long. Why are we not trying to be honest about Common? He doesn't stick around.
I don't know
Seriously.
that man like that.
I don't know him either. I just know from the patterns I'm watching.
Jesus.
Damn.
Y'all
man.
have opinions on if we were talking about Lori Harvey, y'all would have opinions, but because it's a guy.
I salute Lori Harvey. Lori Harvey is the author of Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Nigga. I ain't got no problem for Big Lori.
Y'all saw they said if you one of Lori Harvey's friends, that's the hardest friendship to be in because every man's off limits. Because she didn't have everybody.
Well,
I love that for her though. Date.
Most of them can't even probably get her. It's Lori Harvey. Lori different out here. Lori built different. Don't play with Lori. Lori the only person taking her daddy's advice from them books and it's working. Okay? All the information is right there for y'all, but y'all not reading it. Lori is.
Is there an audio version of that book?
Yes, I'm sure.
Yes,
Of course it is. Probably read by Lori.
Well, that is your rumor report. Now, when we come back, we got front page news, and next hour, Leslie Jones will be joining us. So don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Loren LoRosa is here. And let's get into some front page news. What up, Tiz?
What's going on, DJ Envy? Good morning, Loren and Charlamagne the Guy.
Good morning.
Now, the Panthers take on the Bears tonight in NFL. Amazon Prime Video at 8:15 if you have Amazon Prime. And let's jump right into it. I just heard that the co-captain, the black brother in the Montgomery Riverfront Brawl, was charged. How you charge him?
Yeah, you're going to have to help me make this make sense. Yes, guys, the black guy that threw his hat up in the air is now being charged with third-degree assault. Take a listen to the report.
Well, more than 3 months after the Montgomery Riverfront Brawl, charges have been filed against the riverboat's co-captain. Online court records show Damian Pickett is charged with third-degree assault. CNN is reporting that in a new complaint. One of the original defendants, Zachary Shipman, alleges he was not attempting to fight Pickett, all during an argument over a dockside parking spot. Shipman says he was only defending himself and suffered a bruised cheekbone after Pickett punched him in the face. That altercation quickly grew to an all-out brawl, all captured on video, igniting a social media firestorm. Shipman was previously charged with assaulting Pickett and is scheduled to go on trial later this month. He has pled not guilty. Pickett has not yet entered a plea.
Montgomery doesn't have self-defense laws? Like, he was clearly being attacked. He clearly was being lynched, so he defended himself, and then Good Samaritans came to his aid. Like, what's the problem here?
Yeah, that sounds wild.
Yeah, you see how they slid it in 3 months later, though? Did y'all notice that? Mm-hmm. You know, after all of the conversation was about it, everybody was paying attention. This is why it's important that we continue to follow these stories, because if this had happened at the beginning, a lot of people would have rallied around this. So what basically is happening is they're saying that one of the guys, Zachary Shipman, that wasn't the one that hit him first. Zachary Shipman is one of the white men that were involved, you know, when everything started happening, and Shipman is saying that he was defending himself against Pigment. But to your point, Charlamagne, the fact that the black guy was hit first in the very beginning, everything after that should have been self-defense, but that's not what they're saying.
Yeah, I knew that's how they was gonna spin it, though. You know,
Can he use self-defense? They all
look
looked alike when they came at him.
Well, and not only that, you under duress. You know what I mean? If you feel like you're being jumped, all you doing is just swinging. You don't know. You don't know who's coming at you.
Nah, he was being jumped. Like he was trying to do his job, and numerous of white people came up to him, and he just was defending himself.
And if you're being jumped, you just swinging. You just trying to get out of the situation. But I knew that if you watch the video, there was plenty of people who didn't necessarily hit this person, who got hit by somebody else.
But if you don't want no action, don't come over here, because I gotta, I'm getting jumped. So anybody who wants that action, I'm thinking is coming to jump me.
Here's the thing, though. Regardless of what the consequences were for what those individuals did, I'm glad they did it. So you just have to deal with whatever comes your way.
Yeah, but he shouldn't get charged, because now he might lose his job. There's other things that come with being charged and being arrested like that.
But you got to flip it on the other side, though, because there's plenty of white people who were swinging on black people who didn't necessarily hit them either.
Yeah, but it all started because all he was trying to do was his job.
Matter.
And he didn't do anything.
I get what you're saying, but
it's different. Those white people started something that didn't need to be started. He was doing his job.
A couple of white people started something. Not all of them.
Yeah, but if you join in, I'm defending myself.
That's not how it works.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
If you and Loren swing, and Red comes over here.
That's how it should work, but that's not how it works. Forget what you think the law should be. The law is what it is, But I'm just happy that even with that, I want people to be willing to deal with the consequences of their actions. Because guess what? Sometimes things like that are going to happen. I'm not going to sit around and watch somebody be attacked. I'm going to get involved. And guess what? If I catch a charge for that, so be it.
Yeah, but he was the one that was being attacked.
But
he was the one being attacked.
We need to give them a national holiday. I don't care about these charges. All them people looked alike, and I hope that his lawyer says it in court.
No, he was the one that was being attacked. And if people keep coming up to him, he don't know who's. He thinks that everybody's fighting.
By the way, he's probably going to beat. By the way, he's probably going to beat it in court.
He does.
We totally agree. I hear what both of you guys are saying. Like, 3-6 Mafia, they said take the charge. So I'm willing to take the charge. So, but I hear what you're saying, Envy. Like, why should there be a charge in the first place?
He was minding his business.
But this is the guy that didn't hit him first. But still, it's not about who hit it first. I'm swinging on everybody. But I do want to make sure that I'm driving the point home on how we have to. Remember, I covered an update on the Montgomery Brawl earlier this week. When folks talk about this and then they just go on to the next thing. The point we also need to see is how they slide this in, 3 months later after all of the conversation has gone. So as another reminder, Reggie Ray, who is the chairman, that is a black guy that hit everybody with the chair, he will be going for trial on November 16th. So I'll be following that as well.
Now, by the way, We knew he was getting charged.
We knew that though.
And
we knew he was getting charged.
It's the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
It's exactly the same
because
thing.
That brother was he was actually working, doing his
Envy.
job.
It's the same thing. This man picked up that chair, and anybody could get it. Bottom line, point blank,
it's
period.
not the same thing because
it's the same exact thing.
They jumped into the action.
So did the guy with the chair.
No, the black brother was doing his job and he was attacked. He was assaulted.
The guy with the chair took the chair.
That did not matter.
The guy with the chair. The guy with the chair was helping the brother out.
This man took that chair.
No,
and he started swinging on any white person that was in the vicinity. We watched that video, and when we saw that dude hit that woman with that chair, we was like, "Oh yeah,
we knew that was totally two different things.
No, it's not. It's the same. That woman ain't had nothing to do with him.
Right, but the brother
he just took that chair and started swinging.
But the brother was working. He was doing his job, and those
it
people,
doesn't matter what led up to
him.
it.
No, but they hit him first. They attacked him first. When he threw up his hat, they hit him first. They assaulted him first.
The person that he's being charged with hitting is not one of the people who hit him.
Right, but once you come in my zone after you're jumping me, am I supposed to be like, wait a minute, did you hit me or you try like?
And that's the same thing with the person with the chair.
It's a mob at that point. I'm trying to defend myself.
The person with the chair was just swinging.
No,
that's why he got charged.
That's totally different.
I do want to make a correction on that. The white man is also facing assault charges as well.
That's
so
right.
but it was who hit who first. Basically, they charging everybody. All charges matter. They're just going across the board and saying everybody gonna get something. The white man, the black man, everybody. That they basically just going across the board. So yeah, the white man and his girlfriend were charged, but he was not the one that hit him first. The one that had that made him throw the hat up. It was another white guy that started it. Started it all.
And I'm sure. I'm sure it'll all get worked out in court. 9 times out of 10, all this stuff will get thrown
dropped
out.
Yeah.
Or less
pleaded out.
Not the guy with the chair though. He gonna get something. He gonna get permission.
He gets something.
Spark a good conversation. So we'll give you more tomorrow.
All right, when we come back, Leslie Effin Jones will be joining us. Leslie Jones, she has a new book, Leslie Effin Jones. We're going to talk to him when we come back, so don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Leslie Jones.
Leslie Jones, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome.
Good morning.
Hello.
How you feeling today?
I'm good. I was looking for Jess,
She got shows in Detroit this week.
I thought she was going to be here so I can kiki. That's my girl.
You met her Jess before?
Oh, are you kidding me?
Okay.
Yes. And she is so funny. I got to say that. She's one of my favorite people on Instagram. I love her. She always make me laugh. So funny.
What kind of jewels do you give the young female stand-ups like Jess?
Well, Jess, she don't need no. She gets it. Like this is the one thing I love about Jess though is that she's confident enough to be like very sexy and still do comedy. See, when I was coming up, it was just a rule. Okay, I'll put it like this. Women comedians have to go through a certain thing. Like if I dress sexy and walk on stage for 5 minutes, I'm not going to be heard because when I walk on stage, the first thing is you're going to get the women going, does she think she cute? And then they're going to look at their man and be like, oh, does he want to f her? And then you got the man. So that's 5 minutes of going, like all that happens.
Gotcha.
So I used to just do the t-shirt, jeans, tennis shoe, so you can pay attention to me. But the thing I like about her is that she don't give a f. Like she's gonna go up there and she's gonna do her fun and she's gonna do her. And I like that. What I always give young women is you don't have to prove that you're a woman. Like Jess does go on stage and do that, but she doesn't have to prove she's a woman.
That's right.
Like a lot of female comics write like period jokes or diss jokes. If you can make them funny, that's different. Just be yourself.
That's real.
Yeah, that's what I was just like, always keep writing. Don't stay on the same thing. You should refresh your set a lot. You should always be writing new jokes. And anything that you think is funny is definitely something you should go on stage and try.
What advice would you give her about having a permanent gig on top of the stand-up? Like, just say a daily show or a daily radio show. Like,
you mean like this show?
Like the Breakfast Club?
Like the one that she should be here for now? That one? Yeah. I would say to keep doing what she's doing.
Okay.
Because, see, to me, Jess is going to bring you numbers. Jess is going to bring you a whole different... And no on y'all, but y'all all men. Y'all.
I agree.
And y'all don't know shit about bitches. Trust me, I listen to your shit.
You right.
You don't know nothing about nothing. Not a fucking thing.
You right.
And to me, when Jess is on here, she really be like, doing her thing. I really like her responses. She's not scared of y'all. So I would tell her to continue because one thing I like about her, I bet she gets the numbers. because she continuously put that content out. Right. I bet you she gets the numbers. That's somebody y'all need on here.
She's a culture shifter.
Yeah, you really do. You really do need to and bring some youth to this room. I'm not I'm not insulting you.
Yes, you are, but I'm not insulting.
But you're not lying.
But I ain't lying.
But you ain't lying.
Bring some of that new culture into this because this is the Breakfast Club. Y'all been here for a while, and you should be here for some more time. But the only way to do that is to continue to roll with the fucking change. You know what I'm saying? And y'all need a bitch in here.
Now, this is the first time you've been up here, right? This is the first time Leslie's been up here.
Yeah, because I was like, if she wasn't, I'd come take this motherfucker. Because y'all sitting in here with thrones and fuck off.
You're not gonna have time. You're gonna be doing the Daily Show.
Oh, you think so? Thank you.
Yeah.
Yo, first of all, I have to say thank you so much for coming on there. That was one of the best segments I ever done.
Thank you for having me.
I still get people asking me about it. I love that you came on there and was very vulnerable. And it's just wonderful.
Thank you very much.
You made me a fan of you that day. Seriously.
Thank you very much.
Real talk.
I actually heard you talking about it afterwards on your podcast too. And I was like, oh, wow.
It was really awesome. Me and Lenny was just like, he was so fucking great. Like, it's really good.
Thank you.
And a lot of people asked me about that. It was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, man. That what he said was true. Like, you said some really good
Thank you very
much. I want
much.
to start from the beginning from Leslie Jones, if you don't know. How did you get into comedy? What made this say, this is what I want to do as a kid? Or
I never thought I was a comedian. I never thought I was a comedian until someone entered me into a contest. I just thought I was silly. I was getting invited to a lot of stuff and just didn't understand why, and people like to hang out with me. And one day my friend was like, yo, bitch, because you are stupid. Like, you're really funny. And then when she signed me up for a contest at college. It was the funniest person on campus.
What school?
Colorado State.
Okay.
And I was on scholarship in basketball there. And she came and told me, she was like, yo, I signed you up for this contest. And I got mad, but I wasn't really mad because I was like, ooh, well, let's try it. As soon as I touched the mic, I tell everybody they think I'm lying, but it was literally like it's like I've been doing it forever.
Wow.
It's like I saw myself. Like there was no option of me doing anything else. I was just like a light that went on and a line that went straight.
And how did you start preparing after that? So now you want to do comedy, right? But it's like anything else. People, most people that go on stage and think they can do comedy and then they fail because they don't know sets, they don't know times, they don't know delivery. So when did you start studying it and say, this is what I want to do? And who did you study?
Well, first of all, what I realized is that I was already studying. Like my dad had every comedy because he was DJ. So I was already into Pigfoot and Millie Jackson and, Mom's Man. I already knew about all that stuff. I had already had the knowledge of it. As far as like knowing what I was supposed to do on stage, I still was in that mode of like, well, I want to be like Eddie Murphy. I want to be like Whoopi Goldberg. I want to be like Richard Pryor. But what I didn't understand is that they are who they are. That's the reason they do the comedy that they're doing. I'm going to have to find out who I am. I learned that from Jamie. So, when Jamie Foxx, okay. Yeah. So, because he was, I think it was the second time or maybe third time I performed. And I bombed. But when he came on stage, it was like, holy shit, he performs just like Richard Pryor and all that. Like, this is crazy. So it made me go, okay, what is this formula? What is this? And then when I talked to him, he was just like, you're young. You don't really have nothing to talk about. Go out and live. Go out and discover life. Get fired. Get hired. Get your heart broke. Break some hearts. Just go through life so you can start have something to talk about. Because right now, you're trying to do jokes and you're not mature enough to do the jokes that you're doing. And you're not funny enough to do the jokes that you're doing. And you don't have to talk about. So, that's what I did. I went out and lived. And he was right because by the time I came back, I had to talk about. I tell you like this. I had been doing comedy for 3 years and I thought I was the because I was killing that And I went up to J. Anthony Brown and I was like, yeah, Jay, when the I'm going to start seeing the fruits of my labor? Like when I'm going to blow up? It was like 10 years. I remember I went home and cried because I was like 10. Because this is the thing. It wasn't that I said in my head, no, him. Because I wasn't that type of comic. I was a very much like when I started comedy, I prayed to God. I said, listen, I want to be a good comic. If I'm not going to be a good comic, just let me be a promoter or something because I don't want to do comedy wrong. So when he said the 10 years, it was not me going, oh, no, that's you saying that. No, it was me taking it in from a veteran telling me like, damn, I'm not going to know myself until 10 years. Because he literally asked me one day, he said, what do you do during the daytime? And I was like, I do a lot of stuff. He was like, well, from your set, it sounds like only thing you do is and smoke weed and watch game shows. So he was like, that's all we get from it. And I was like, nah, that's the 10-year thing. Because see, First 3 years, you learn how to be on stage. Just think of yourself as a toddler. The first year, you're walking around, you're doing jokes, you're doing jokes, you're doing all the dumb jokes. The second year, you may have graduated a little bit, but you're still doing sex jokes. Sex jokes is, whenever you're seeing people doing sex jokes, unless they're just veterans and they got sex jokes, it's an easy thing to go into. It's like low-hanging fruit. So those first 3 or 4 years, you're really just deciding who you want to be as a comic or whatever. 5 years is when you start getting your gigs. You got a set. But after you get 8th year, 9th year, that's when you start getting the big gigs. And 10 years is when you get tired of your set. 10 years is when you go, okay, I got their attention. Now what I want to say. That's when you start talking about yourself.
That's real.
That's when you bring them jokes out, because you're going to be good enough to do it. And by that time, you got at least 20,000 sets under your belt, and you should be. And people got to know the 10-year rule. There's no way to beat it. Oh, all you who saying, nah, that bitch don't know what you talking about. I've been in the business since.
They've all been doing stand-up for damn near 10 years or better. Andrew's been doing it for 16.
Exactly.
Jess should be right at 10 right now. And DC should be right at 10 right now. So you're absolutely right.
Yeah. And it's just like, people want to beat the system, and you're not going to beat the system. Put in the fucking work.
All right, we got more with Leslie Jones when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Leslie effing Jones. Charlamagne?
Leslie, who do you think curses more, you or Samuel L. Jackson?
We about it the same, because we did meet, and both of us, wow, you think I curse a lot? I do.
The name of your book is Leslie Jones.
Because that's what people say when they come up to me. They be like, Leslie Jones. So that's why I made it that. But it's the first time I cursed in front of my mom, because she knew I had a bad mouth. My dad did too. My dad knew I had a bad mouth, but they was like, no, you respect enough not to curse around her. And then we was walking to the store. I will never forget this. We walking to the store, and I had just went to a parade where they had the drum, and I was like, Mom, you should have seen the Majorettes. They were swinging their ass. And my mom was like, yo, you not talking to your friend? You better watch your mouth, girl.
Word.
And ass ain't one of your little friends. Ass is just like a little bit of curse.
But you know I was about to get into the, f***s and all of that. And she was like, oh, what you sound like when you're not around me. I was like, very bad. Very bad. But I think that me and Samuel L. Jackson are the same. I think we curse at the same.
And you say y'all met each other?
It was hilarious. And I actually imitated him on SNL.
I missed that.
Oh, my God. We did Family Feud.
Okay.
Let me tell you. It was one of those times where they literally let us just have a little fun. So they wanted me to be Samuel L. Jackson, but they was going to put the beard on me. And for some reason, we didn't have the beard, and I just dressed like with the hat and the leather jacket. So, and it's like I did look like Samuel, but didn't. I just looked like Leslie. So when he came to me and he was like Samuel L. Jackson, man, we were laughing so hard because Kenan was like, wait a minute now. You don't look like no damn.
Was he pretending to be Steve Harvey?
Yeah,
or he was
it
just...
was so funny.
Okay,
oh my God. And all I kept saying is, you can burn in hell.
Samuel L. Jackson, something that you bring to a party.
Why do I gotta bring something? You invited me. That's a stupid ass question, and I hope you burn in hell. It was just like really, really fun. But yeah, when I finally met him, it was just like so funny. But I think he cursed less when he met me, because I out-cursed.
I got to ask, so you talked about you remember bombing. So I always ask comedians when they come up, you remember your worst show and your best show?
I can name 10 straight that is probably the same type of worst. Let me see. I fell off the stage.
No, man.
But that wasn't my worst show. I fell off the stage and got right back up and was like, I'm a stunt man too, and kept ripping. But you talking about like a bomb.
Like I remember Kevin Hart came up here one time, he talked about the time where they threw a chicken wing at him. Charles Oakley threw a chicken wing at him, right? That was one of his worst shows. So what was like that one show that's always in your mind and be like, that in venue?
I would say Riddles maybe in Chicago was always kind of a hard room to do.
What happened to Riddles?
Riddles at D-Ray used to host it
back
in the day. I think that's when I fell off the chair. I stood up on a chair and then fell off the chair. But no, I still ripped. I could just tell you funny. Like I got introduced in Omaha at this poetry show, and this was so hilarious. Like I was, and I was beautiful, like young, had long hair, on the road, And, dudes be trying to talk to you, and especially the ones that you want to talk to. So I remember this roster dude was trying to talk to me. He was fine, looked like Bob Marley. I was like, oh, you're definitely going to the hotel room with me. So I'm talking to him, and then dude's like, I'm about to introduce you, right? And I had on these clunky ass sandals or something, and he introduced me, and man, I came down that step and somersault.
No, man. Why you always falling?
I rolled right in front of the fucking thing and jumped back up. I was like, yeah, that's how I come on stage. That's how I come on stage. Man, I looked over and the roster was paying his bill to leave. I said, you
What about the best show? So the best show. What was the most amazing show that you still love? Think about?
I just can't. Okay, it's just too many. I would say one of my favorite ones is when I went to Grand Rapids, Michigan, and they had a whole section that was deaf, and they had the girl doing the
deaf.
Yeah, they were deaf, and she was signing. So I have a dirty show, and I was like, "How you say suck?" So she was like doing that. So I was like, "Suck, suck, suck." And she was like. And then she got really tired, and I was like, ain't that something? The white girl got tired of sucking. Ain't that something? Man, Grand Rapids, they were on fire. There's so many good shows. When I was on tour with Kat, like so many. Oh my God, I have to tell the story. Because I know Kat remember this. Okay, so it was the beginning of the fucking tour. We was in Chicago. I remember this. So it was the New Year's show. So we went out performing. Kat was late. So I had to go out and, keep performing or whatever. So when Kat got there, Kat is Kat. So this dude was waiting with a fur coat, like this beautiful black fur coat. So he was like, Kat, I want you to wear it on stage. I want you to wear it on stage. So Kat was like, yeah. So he put the coat on and he went out and, people lost it. And they was already mad that he was late. But to see him, they lost it. They lost it. They was going crazy. Kat took off that coat and threw it out into the audience, and dude was like, oh. That dude fainted.
No, man.
Dude, that coat was like $15,000. They ripped that apart. He was just like, oh. Yo.
I'm sure Kat probably gave him the money for it.
No, he did not. He did. No, he did not.
I always hear about Kat being so generous.
He may have given it. I just didn't know. I don't know. But I think Kat was like, that's the way the cookie crumbles, homie.
Chris Rock, he did the forward to your book.
Yes.
Can you talk about your relationship with Chris Rock?
Yeah, I've known him forever. I know all the comedians known each other forever. Chris, I met Tony Rock before I actually met Chris Rock. But just known each other forever, and I used to always just bug the shit out of him and be like, yo, I'm only gonna make it if somebody like you tell them I'm funny. Why you ain't telling them I'm funny, Chris? And he'd just be like, he always say he didn't say I wasn't ready, but he did say that, but he was like, no, they're not ready for you. That's what he was saying. But I would chase him out to the car at Laugh Factory. I would chase him all the way out to his car, and I'd be like, what the yo? What you doing? Like, why you see me ripping these small and he would just smile at me and get in his car like, God damn it, Chris.
I love what he said in the forward, though. He talked about how SNL could easily find white comedians because of institutions, but don't have an idea where to find funny black people. So how difficult is it for a black comedian to be discovered for a platform like
just
SNL?
like what he said, like you find them in an institution, you find the funny bitches at the DMV, and that's real talk. Like Barbara Carlisle, I will always mention Barbara Carlisle because Barbara Carlisle, when I was coming out, was one of the biggest female like so freaking funny, like funny as hell. How she didn't blow up, you know what I'm saying? Because she didn't have the same opportunities as maybe a white, female comic can get seen easier. They get the Laugh Factory spots and the Comedy Store and the Cellar and all of that stuff, and really like we have to vouch for each other. Like at the Cellar, I had to vouch for I always say her name wrong. Yamanika. I always say her name wrong. She loves that I mess her name up, but she be like, you know how to say my name, bitch. One of the man, when I say Yamanika. See? And she gonna be like, God damn it, Leslie. So funny.
Yeah.
Oh, one of my favorite.
I love Yamanika.
She's so funny. And she don't care. She will just tell her. But at first, they weren't gonna let her in the Cellar. So I was like, yo, if I hadn't got SNL, that would be me. So let her in. You got white comics down there talking about having sex with their wife with a Christmas roll, and you talking about she's blue? No, that. Put her up. So, it's like it's just that type of community. It's that type of community. But Chris Chris knew what he was
So
doing.
does it take somebody like a Chris to say, yo, you need to put her on?
Well, now, I mean, nowadays, it's different. Now we're getting a lot more love. But back in the day, yeah, you got to get introduced through a male. You know, that's how it is, an old boys club.
All right, we got more with Leslie Jones when we come back. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Leslie effing Jones. Now, every comedian always talk about bad promoters, and promoters are always bad in the world.
Promoter, yeah.
How bad was it for you?
Very, and I'm just to tell you, I'm pretty sure just to tell shiesty ass promoters, they bad for everybody, but for women it's an extra layer there because, oh God, I hate to say it like this, because it was really hard in the beginning because promoters, you know, you have some of the promoters that think they're gonna get the you, or either like that you are being brought for them to man, I came from hoes, pimps, and crackheads and drug dealers. You comedy niggas is jokes. Y'all niggas are clowns. Like, I wouldn't you with my enemies. And I don't like that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Her with a hard but not yours. So so you would, like, when I first came, it was like, if there was a headliner and they want you to go on the road, it's like, are you I would get on the road because I was funny, but you definitely would have the moments where, hey, why you not being nice to the promoter? The promoter like you, why you not being nice to the promoter? Man, that is 72. And he has on my grandfather's suit.
Damn.
What the you think I'm gonna the promoter? What deal is you making? You know, I mean, that type of or the hotels. Like, I remember another comment. We're all on the same hallway, and they didn't get no bitches because they not gonna get no bitches. And they're like, oh, we just trying to figure out who gonna get to come to Leslie's room. I said, none of you hoes. And what was so funny is that I actually was hooking up with somebody tonight, and that walked right down the hallway. And I opened up the door. It's like, yeah, that's who gets the not you dirty
Damn.
Any comic you ask about me will tell you I am that bitch. That, yeah, we don't with Les.
That's you know, it's so funny what you talk about with the money thing. That's what I'm always concerned about with women and promoters, because I'm always like, when promoters be short, they're more than likely to be like, I'm not giving her money because they don't feel like nothing gonna happen.
Talking about worst shows, and I'm gonna mention everybody name in this. Okay, so I'm in New York. New York, you know, it's not that many women when I was doing it. It's few, and we get them shows or whatever. And yes, I did a show for Ray DeJean. Ray! So he books me in Brooklyn, right? And I remember it was Drew Frazier, somebody else, and I don't remember who this promoter's name was, but I guess because I was a female and the crowd wasn't good. So Drew went up, he did all right. Another comedian went up, and they wasn't really doing that well. So he comes over to me and he goes, yo, just do 10 minutes. Just do 10 minutes, because he didn't know me. So he's like, just do 10 minutes. And I was like, okay, well, no problem. And he was like, I'll pay you when you get off stage. So I was like, all right. So I get on stage, and I'm ripping. I'm destroying. 10 minutes, I got off. Why the you get off stage? I was like, dude, you told me that. Because he literally came over and said, I don't think I'm going to have all the money, just do 10 minutes. So I was like, you just told me to do 10 minutes. He was like, no, you were killing. No, that, I'm not paying you. Damn. So I'm just like, new to New York, and I'm just like, dude, like, and so I go to Ray DeJean, I was like, yo, this is not going to pay me. You book me. What the Ray? And he was like, yeah, I'm talking to, I don't know. So I called Rob Stapleton.
Salute to Rob.
Yeah, shout out to Rob.
I love Rob Stapleton. Rob Stapleton called Big Biff, and they got out that car. Big Biff's hand was around that promoter's neck so fast. He was like, and then he was like, you gonna do a fucking female like that, you better. And he was like, nah, dude, it wasn't like that. She just wasn't patient enough to wait for my fucking money. Like real talk, they do think that they can punk people. I've had a lot of promotions in Atlanta. Oh, so when you're paying out my money, so how much I owe you? I only owe you $600. No, you owe me $1,100. Keep counting. Oh, okay, no ride to the airport.
Damn.
Like shit like that. Oh no, I have been left at venues. Oh, the car leaving. Okay, I'm the female. You should wait for the female. Oh, they went back to the hotel. Really? Oh no, it's a lot of shit. And that's why I always say now, because I'm pretty sure it's a little different now because women do speak up. But I always tell male comedians, when you're on the road with a female, fucking look out for her.
That's right.
Look out for her because, like I know a lot of female comedians that's been raped, that's been like hurt, beat up, slapped by other comedians, and you know who you are. Real talk, it's another battle. It's another battle because we are women. But like I said, I'm a big 6 feet.
You know, she gotta go in like 5 minutes.
Okay, hold on. Are you going to be the host of the Daily Show? You're doing it all next week.
I don't know. You tell me.
Do you want? I mean, was that something you would want?
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I think I'd be pretty good at it.
Yeah.
And I think nighttime is ready for a black woman. Ready for one that's ready to go do it. Because I feel like I've been built for that. Like I call myself the 2,000-year-old woman because I've been through every decade. But I feel like they need somebody who can bring joy and bring laughter and inform people in a way that they like take their medicine with some
the candy.
It's time to bring some laughter back to life, period. It's time for everybody to stop being so fucking offended. How about, this is what I want to say. Everybody has been acting for the last 5 years like a 5-year-old. Everybody needs to stop the what about me because it's just starting to become ridiculous at this point and grow the up. I am sick of it. Y'all sick of it, and you know you showing your ass. You know what's right. You know what's wrong. Stop acting like a 5-year-old.
That's right.
And that's what our society is acting like now. And you know, everybody in here know, it always be a black woman that come and go,
knock it off,
fix it,
pop. No, see, that's right. That's right.
It was Esther Roll, remember?
Right.
Nell Carter,
right.
Oprah Winfrey. You know, we got all our sisters that came in just, let's get this right back.
That's right.
I feel like I want to talk to men too, and like I'm going to give y'all so much permission to learn and advance to where we are as women. Like, we doing the work. Men are not doing the work, and I'm going to say it. Y'all not doing the work. And let me just say this too. Y'all don't know about it's one of your favorite things. Or if your is working properly.
What should we know though?
First of all, go to the doctor, put your in a doctor's hand and cough to the fucking left. Find out what's wrong with your first. There's a lot of, no, I'm being very honest. Right. I've been hooking up and dudes are not working properly. Y'all done ate all that McDonald's. You're not taking care of yourself. And that's like one of your prized possessions. You go get your car checked. You won't get your check.
Damn.
And then get mad at us when your don't work. Don't get mad at me. That's your department.
Damn.
That's your department.
That's real.
Go get your check. And then go get your mind check. Stop showing up to Tinder dates expecting me to solve your dilemma. I show up for and you throw me a Rubik's Cube of your ass. Like, I don't know why your daddy don't love you. You know what I'm saying? Your mind affects your so take care of your I really believe that's a lot of problems with these podcast dudes and these passport bros. Y'all don't know how to fuck a woman correctly. And then when she tell you that, now she ain't No, go learn how to fuck. I bet you it'll solve a lot of problems between us. Cause y'all don't know how to fuck. And you mad cause we do.
This is the best mental health promo I ever heard in my life.
I'm being honest with y'all.
Your mind impacts your you're right.
I am being so honest. I really believe that a lot of friction is now women are going, we are tired of bad sex and we're tired of being quiet about bad sex. I had some bad sex 2 nights ago. I told him at the Ritz. I told that to get the out. Damn. How dare you me like that at the Ritz?
So the
goddamn Empire State Building is right there. How you me like that in front of the Empire State Building? Get the out of here.
Poor guy.
Well, at least it ain't no surprise to him. You're not hearing this for the first time.
Trust me.
Jesus.
Leslie, you know who you are.
To that gentleman, she's talking about go get therapy. You're going to need some help.
Lord have mercy.
All that.
It's Leslie Jones. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Yes.
Go get Leslie Jones' new book, her memoir, Leslie Effin Jones. You see me holding it in my hand right now.
You ready yet?
He about to lie.
See,
it takes so long. He about to lie.
Why would you
Why
think
you about to
the
lie? Just tell the truth. You see he's about to lie.
I can't lie. I see, but y'all know I can't lie. So you should believe me when I'm lying. I can lie, but I got to tell you I'm lying. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I've read this book.
You lying.
But I'm lying.
Let's get to the rumors. Loren LoRosa's here.
Loren LoRosa. So I've been here for a little bit. I've been here for a minute.
Made it. This is the Rumor Report.
I think a lot of people will recognize the voice and the name.
On the Breakfast Club.
Loren came in hot.
You know, I came in telling the truth. So, Kel Mitchell, Keenan and Kel, was hospitalized on Tuesday night. He went in through the emergency room. Now, TMZ has a witness that tells them that he appeared to be like conscious and alert when he arrived to the hospital. No one knows right now what the illness was, but he was definitely in the hospital getting treatment. And it's kind of unknown, like even if at this point, if he's been released. Kel did post something to his Instagram. And on his Instagram, he just is thanking fans. It sounds kind of serious. So he says he's grateful for the flood of prayers and positive vibes that surrounded him during a genuinely frightening time. The scare was real, but so was the support. With the grace of God and the skill of the medical team, I'm now on the road to recovery. Oh, he is home. And embraced by his family. The kindness has been a lifeline. He can't thank people enough. Much love to you guys. So it sounds like it was something serious that came out of nowhere.
Well, salute to Kel, sending him healing energy, man. Absolutely. That's why when I wake up in the morning, we should all pray for good health. Like, you really thank God for another life, but really pray for good health, man, because you never know what people are going through. So salute to that, brother.
That's right.
For sure. Now, DJ Khaled is talking about why he doesn't have things like an accountant or a money manager. Let's take a listen.
I have a rule where my bank got to tell me, even if I tell them I approve it, don't listen to me. But they have to get a verbal.
Yeah, you're going to call you and talk to
and a FaceTime.
Yeah.
Because it's AIs out there now.
Okay.
I have a rule. If you pay for everything yourself, you notice you're paying too much for stuff, right? And you notice you got to balance. It goes like this all the time. So if I touch that, that means it got to be replaced that hour, no more than 2 weeks. If I let somebody else say, to pay the bills, you're not going to notice it in real time because it gives you a harder time to fix it.
Right.
While I'm paying all these bills, traveling, vacation, my mom's bills, the kids.
You probably help your wife, family?
Everybody. And I'm happy, but I feel it. And while I'm feeling it tells me, book that gig. I'm going over there. Oh, I said no to that. I changed my mind. No way in the world I'm letting somebody have the power to touch the hard work.
Right.
No way.
Y'all got money.
First of all, man. God is good.
Every day.
Good.
That's how a rich person responds.
I just said God is good.
Yeah.
God is good.
Do y'all have business managers or money managers and accountants?
Absolutely. To each their own. I'm not mad at Cal for how he does things, but if you can find a great financial team, get one. My money managers and accountants are fantastic. Salute to Lifeline Financial. Salute to my good brother Humble. Salute to Laura. Best decision I ever made. They're black as well, by the way. And also my team, they run everything by me. Like, I sign off on every payment, no matter how small it is. No matter how small it is, no matter how big it is. I sign off on every payment. But you need folks to handle your business. Not mad at how Khaled does things, but you should have a good, reliable, solid, trustworthy person to handle your business. And most importantly, man, for taxes.
Yeah, no, I have a good team. I have a great team, absolutely, positively. But I pay my own bills too.
How do you have the time?
Because I'm like Khaled. I like to see what goes in, what goes out my account. Now, for some of my businesses, my accountant handles a majority of it. But when it comes to household bills and what goes in and out as far as what happens in my crib and some of the houses that I have, I pay those bills. Because like Khaled said, I want to see what goes in. I want to see what goes out. Because sometimes, when it's not your money, people can make payments and you don't even think about it. But when it's your money and you see what goes out, I'm kind of like Khaled. Like, how much did I just spend for that? How much was that? No, we're not doing that next month. And I can figure that out.
But a good accounting team will tell you that, though. A good accounting team will tell you spending too much. A good accounting team will tell you, no, you're not making that, you're not buying that right now. That's what a good accounting team does for you.
How you know when somebody, he's worried about people stealing the money, though. That's what it sounds like.
Well, here's the thing. Anybody can steal, right?
Correct.
Anybody can steal. But one thing I love about my financial team is that they're black, and they know they're black, and they know that if they had that kind of reputation, it would finish them. You know what I mean? So they are very trustworthy.
I got a great, but that's just who I am. And I'll tell you a quick story. A long time ago in the industry, there was a bunch of people that were investing. They were business managers, and these business managers actually stole a lot from a couple of people in the industry. And because of that, I handle my own bills. And that's just been my thing from the beginning. Me and my wife, we pay our own bills. When certain things, of course, we have accountants that handle taxes, accountant that handles a lot of the other stuff. But when it comes to basic bills, I handle that.
Why, this is so off topic, but still Khaled, he said them AIs, he was talking about how they have to FaceTime him. Why do y'all over a certain age add S's to everything? The AIs. Why do y'all do that? Like, that is such an age thing.
Because it is plural. That's more than one AI.
But it's you know what I'm talking about. Like, your mom never talk to you and be like, yeah, them AIs. Or
them AIs.
I felt them AIs. They just one AI. It's a bunch of AIs.
You just get to a certain age and just don't care and start adding S's to everything.
Salute to Khaled, man.
Yep. Shout out to Khaled.
Watch your calories the way you watch your money.
What?
Is that shade?
No.
That was a stab.
Oh,
No,
I
it
think
wasn't.
so. Yeah, huh?
No, it wasn't. I'm talking to all of us.
Because they be saying Khaled's the only person that work out and don't lose weight.
Damn, Lauren.
That was a stab.
No. That was crazy.
That's what the
I didn't
people
say
be-
that.
that
That was
was-
crazy. That was crazy,
That was
Lauren.
two
That
stabs.
was crazy.
Wow.
I love Khaled. He's so positive, but that is
We were just talking about health with Cal, and I'm telling everybody, watch your calories the way you watch your money. Everybody
we
needs to
talked
be
about
healthy.
Cal like 30 minutes ago.
No, we didn't. It was all in the same room report.
Don't try to put
it's
the
all
shit- okay.
intertwined. I cannot believe you
Brad,
would say
you
that about
wrapping this
Khaled.
up?
That is
Yes,
crazy.
we wrapping this up.
That is
Thank you.
crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
That is crazy you would do that. DJ Khaled
You
needs to
always
eat a
shout-
salad. That's crazy.
That's
You
another
would do that,
stab.
Lauren.
That's three.
Lauren, you crazy.
That's three stabs.
You crazy
Another
person,
one?
Kale,
Lauren.
throw some
Wow.
Kale in there, too.
Lauren, you
Wow.
wild, Lauren. You
Throw some
wild.
Kale in
Lauren,
there,
you a
too.
wild
Wow, that's
person.
four. Y'all
You
look
wild,
crazy.
Lauren. You wild for no reason.
No. It's him.
Salute to Khaled.
Don't look at me.
Wow.
Like the Poly Santa. Like them Poly Santos.
Poly Santos.
Like them
Poly
Poly
Santos.
Santos.
You want me to like the Poly Santos?
All right. So, Charlamagne, what you giving your doggy to, man?
4 after the hour, we need an OG named David Lassiter to come to the front of the congregation. We'd like to have a word with this man, okay?
All right. We'll get to that next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Don't be out here acting like a donkey.
Hee-haw, bitch. Hee-haw.
It's time for Donkey of the Day.
I'm a big boy, I can take it. If he feel I deserve it, ain't no big deal.
I know Charlamagne guy gonna have some funny shit say out his mouth.
Just because I say something you may not agree with doesn't mean I'm mean.
Who's getting that donkey? That donkey. That donk.
Donkey of the day, right there.
The Breakfast Club, bitches.
You can call me the donkey of the day, but I mean no harm.
Yes, Donkey of the Day for Thursday, October 9th goes to a 74-year-old man named David Lassiter of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Let me tell you something about the age of 74. When you 74, you are absolutely old enough to know better, but you are also old enough to not give a damn. And this 74-year-old OG David Lassiter does not give a damn. When you get to a certain age, your levels of I don't give a F rise higher than your cholesterol. And this is what happened to David Lassiter. See, David went to do his civic duty on Tuesday night, and he went out and voted. Okay, he went to a polling place at a local church, and he lost his wallet there. 74, old, easy to misplace things. I'm 45, and sometimes I look for my phone to make a call while I'm simultaneously on Instagram. And guess what? I only got one phone. So I can understand misplacing your wallet at that age. So he retraced his footsteps, went back to the polling place, and found his wallet. But Grandpa said $100 was missing from his wallet when he found it. $100. Okay, so he called the police, and I guess the police weren't telling him what he wanted to hear, so he decided to take matters in his own hand. Why am I telling you this story? Let's go to ABC 27 for the report, please.
That was the worst.
The worst election day in Sharon Neal's 10 years working as a poll worker at Covenant Community Church. Police say 75-year-old David Lassiter went to vote and left his wallet behind.
And upon him returning to retrieve it, he realized there was $100 missing.
Police say Lassiter left and said he would come back with a gun. They talked to him on the phone.
The officers made attempts to convince Mr. Lassiter it wouldn't be in everyone's best interest if he was to show up at the polling station with a firearm as well as with bad intentions.
Mr. Lassiter seems to think we took the money.
That's
we
right.
were the one that was trying to give him his wallet back. One of the voters took his money.
Police say that seems to be true based on video evidence. And what's definitely true, according to witnesses,
He returned. And he returned to the point where he had his car pulled up to the gate where nobody could get in or nobody could come out.
That's Mr. Lassiter appeared to point a handgun at one of the marked police units that was on scene.
they arrested him for making terroristic threats and searched his car.
7 weapons were recovered during this incident.
He had enough guns in his car to just do a massacre.
Old enough to know better. 74, which is why he's getting the biggest he are. But also old enough to not give a damn. So you get to a certain age, and it's all about the principle. It ain't about the $100, okay? It ain't about the $100. All right, it ain't about the $100. It's about the principle. You get to a certain age and you truly understand the value of money. All right, the same way Kodak Black understands the value of $1, so does this OG. So how dare you steal from a man who's been eligible for free pancakes at IHOP for well over 20 years? All right, that's all this is about, is principle. He's 74. He don't got time to play with folks. So he came back with his 9mm. What's popping, cuz? Do we have a problem here? First thing he saw was an empty police car, so he pointed the pistol at the empty police car. That was just pure anger and frustration. I called y'all to help me, and y'all acted like it was nothing that can be done. So now y'all ops too. Fun fact, though, not only was the police car empty, so was his gun, all right? Police later found the pistol was unloaded, all right? And that Lassiter had a loaded magazine on his waist, though. Now, this is how you know it was just about the principal. David had high emotions, they said, when he came back to the polling place, and he wanted to confront people. You heard what was just said on the news report. He wanted to confront people inside the church. Who got my $100? One of y'all in here got my money, and I'm not leaving until somebody gives it up. Police somehow got him to calm down, and that's when they searched his car and learned this man had so much artillery, so many weapons ready for war that you would think the U.S. government was funding him. All right, this man had 7 firearms, a .223 rifle, a 12-gauge shotgun, a .38, a .460, and 2 pistols of unknown calibers. That means they might have been so old that officers didn't even know what they can do. Okay, he might have had a hand cannon from the 1300s and a musket. All right, police took his 9 as evidence and put the rest away for safekeeping, and now OG David Lassiter is charged with making terrorist threats, possession of an instrument of crime, and disorderly conduct. And guess what? All misdemeanors. Misdemeanors for who? This man had the same kind of guns as T.I. and only got a misdemeanor. Guess what race he is? Okay.
I've been waiting for this.
Now, Terry, we don't even have to guess. We know what we know this one.
This is an easy one.
Now, Terry Whelan, who was the captain of the Harrisburg Borough of Police, said, I wouldn't want a situation like this to reflect upon other responsible gun owners. I'm a huge proponent of lawful, responsible gun ownership and gun carrying. I don't think that's what this is at all. I agree. But it's still just a misdemeanor. You tell me a nigga alive who can get caught with 7 firearms, threaten to hurt people at a polling place, and get charged with a misdemeanor, no Missy Elliott. I did some research this morning, okay? And by research, I mean Google. And I Googled senior discounts, okay? Senior discount. Amazon Prime was on there, CVS Extra Care, CVS Veterans Advantage, Home Depot, Kohl's, Michael's, even Tanga outlets. But I didn't see nothing about law enforcement. Not one. Okay, so please, let's make this a double donkey and give David Lassiter and the Harrisburg Borough of Police the biggest hee-haw. How you gonna give a man a senior discount? Because he got caught with 7 guns.
I hope you never get pulled over up there, wherever that is.
What?
It's Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. That's by where the outlets are. It's Tanga.
Ain't that the Commonwealth state? It's Tanga?
It's Tanga outlets.
I thought it was Tanga. We call it Tanga where I'm from.
No, Tanga outlets.
South Carolina. At least I call it Tanga. I always thought it was Tanga outlet.
We used to go there and
it's Tanga, right?
It's Tanga.
Nick said it's Tanga. Nick Italian. Nick said it's Tanga.
It's Tanga outlets.
Red, you know what I'm talking about? Red don't even know what I'm talking about.
Trav, you know them outlets over there, Tanga outlets?
Y'all never heard of that? It's Tanga, man.
We call it Tanga. Tanga outlets.
It's Tanga, man. Who in here know about the Tanga outlets?
Tanga outlets. We used to go to the outlets right before school when we was a kid.
Look, yo, Charlamagne, you are so... What? Who here know about them Tanga outlets? Who here? Who that in there?
That's you about to say. I'm
that's
so
V?
old.
Oh no, that's V's sister. Both of y'all come on in here.
You can't see. You know he can't see.
What do y'all know about them Tanga outlets?
It's Tanga, though. The Tanga outlets.
I told you get to certain ages, put S's on everything.
Yeah.
Everybody the same name.
He's squid for everything.
It's what? What I said? I said Tanga.
I said Tanga.
I said Tanga. 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 Yeah, I'm right.
You ain't never go to them Tanga outlets either. You went to Woodbury Commons.
They had them when I went to Harrisburg.
See, she went to Harrisburg. V was in Harrisburg.
I went to Harrisburg too. I went to go.
Tanga outlets. It's Tanga.
All right, maybe I'm wrong. Okay. All right.
I'm not gonna hold you. I thought he was black until I found out he didn't get charged. For real. I'm thinking like I got an uncle that would have did the same thing.
74-year-old white man.
Don't touch his money or his E&J.
I don't think we bringing out more guns than we need. Yeah. I don't think old black man is bringing out more guns than he needs.
All right. Well,
speaking of guns.
Well, before that, peace, BET. BET will see you guys tomorrow. Everybody else, speaking of guns, Robin Evans will be joining us. She runs the company Chicks with Triggers.
That's right. She is a certified firearm instructor, and she believes every woman needs to own a firearm and learn how to use it.
Not only firearms, learn how to defend yourself.
Learn how to defend yourself, period, but mostly guns.
That's right.
That's right.
And she does knife training, knife work as well.
Oh, I love that.
All right. Well, we're going to talk to her next. Robin Evans when we come back, so don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes, indeed.
Founder and CEO of Chicks with Triggers Firearms Academy, Robin Evans. Welcome.
Robin.
Thank you for having me.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. Did they pat you down before you got here today?
No, and thankfully,
Oh,
you know.
Okay, great. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing, if I should feel safe or not. I don't know.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise.
Tell the people what Chicks with Triggers is, first of all.
Chicks
Robin.
with Triggers is a self-defense company that I started down in Greenville, South Carolina. We deal primarily with firearms.
Mm-hmm.
We teach women how to use guns. We teach women how to get certified to get pistol permits. We teach women self-defense. We teach women how to use knives. Basically, how to stay alive.
No, I agree with it 1,000%. Right before you walk in, I was telling Charlamagne that my wife carries.
Okay.
My assistant carries.
Okay.
I carry.
Okay.
And my daughter, who's 21, I have her taking the training class right now so she can carry.
Right.
Do they know how to use, though?
Yeah, we go to range very often.
Okay.
Very often. No, we do.
Robin, like, okay.
No, we do. Very often.
But are y'all good?
Yes.
Because a lot of people be at the range and they be in there looking crazy.
They do.
Okay.
They don't know how to look. They don't know how to use this size.
Looking
But you know what?
crazy.
I'm not afraid to ask for help.
Right.
My dad is a retired police officer, so he goes with me sometimes.
Okay.
It's, you know,
Y'all got that in common.
shows how to aim and this, that, and the other. And it's very important. One thing my dad would always tell me: guns weren't a big thing in my house because I guess he was always open to sharing information about firearms.
Right.
So it was never a thing when I see my dad's gun, like, oh my God, it was
Right.
that's
And
dad's firearm.
Unfortunately, in a lot of black households, guns are not talked about. Like you can't have them and stuff like that. But in the in my experience in the white communities, we start at 5 years old down in South Carolina. At 5 years old, they have the shooting camps, and you go to the shooting camp, and then it's all summer. Then we go to the range, but the black kids aren't in that yet.
Correct.
And so the black and brown kids, I'm trying to get them into it too, because at some point, like you said, you got to learn about it, because if not, then the streets are going to teach you about it. And so if either your parents are going to teach you or the internet's going to teach you, and we can't have that happen.
The scariest thing about firearms, and especially all the laws, is the laws change so much.
Right.
And that is the biggest fear.
And no one tells you about it.
Nobody
you
tells
have to research it.
And that is the biggest fear I have with my daughter carrying a firearm, or my wife carrying a firearm, or even myself, because the law, something will change overnight and you don't know.
Yeah.
And you'll be
next thing you know,
driving
you
with your
locked up.
firearm and then you get locked up,
Yeah.
and there's no way around it. That is the scariest thing. So what do you see as problems when you face with trying to teach all these, not only men, but people of color, about firearms
Right,
training?
so I make sure that, because everybody says they got a gun, but nobody knows how to use it. Nobody knows the laws associated with it. And I always say ignorance of the law is not an excuse, right? They still
Hell
gonna lock
no.
you up regardless.
Yep.
So I make sure that I keep everybody updated. As soon as something changes, it's on my social media, so people know, hey, this is changing. We need to do this. We need to do that. I tell people all the time how to carry in their cars. In the state of South Carolina, we don't need a permit to have a gun. Like, you need a permit to leave the state, but you don't need a permit in the state of South Carolina.
New Jersey and New York, you do.
Oh yeah, y'all not gun friendly at all. But we're working on it.
Jersey's a lot better
Well, yeah,
now.
Jersey's a lot better, but we're working on New York. So I try to keep them up to date with how to do stuff, because unfortunately the black and brown communities don't get the benefit of the doubt like other communities, right? And as soon as something happens with us, that's a felony. Where in other cultures, that's maybe a intervention program of some sort. So I try to keep everybody up to date, because if I don't tell you, they're not gonna look it up, and the police damn sure ain't gonna tell you, and now you screwed up.
You know, South Carolina has been in the top 10 states of women murdered by men for the last 27 years.
Yeah.
You know, many of those years they were number one on the list. And I've heard you say that violence against women is a public health issue.
Yes.
Why do you consider it that?
Because I feel like women are especially black women, are the most unprotected in this whole entire country. In South Carolina, domestic violence is a joke. It really is a joke. I've had women that have come to me like they've been beaten, face broken, all kinds of stuff, and the guy got $1,000 fine and was sent home. It's not taken seriously. And so that's where I kind of come in, and I'm trying to teach women how to defend themselves. Like, we don't need a man to defend us, because clearly y'all not doing it, right? There's a lot of men in the communities that talk about protecting black women, protecting women, and then they don't do anything. They're actually the ones hurting us. And so I'm trying to teach women that you don't need anybody. We don't need the cops. We don't need anybody. All we need is a gun and learn how to use it, and we can be our own first responders.
So it pisses you off when you see these videos of like women being assaulted by men and the men just standing around not doing
and they
nothing.
just record it, and they don't do anything. And then everybody's in the comments talking about what they should have done, but actually no one did anything. But on the flip side of that, right? It's a double-edged sword, because on the flip side, then the government will come, and now you in jail because you was trying to help somebody else. So it's kind of like a flip side of what you want to do, because you thought you was helping, and now you in a jam.
Now, if a woman is listening right now and they're interested in maybe a class, and if they're not from South Carolina, they're from First of all, what gun would you advise for a woman that's their first gun?
Nope, because I believe that everybody should pick out their gun. So here's the thing about guns. Guns are non-refundable, right? So you have to try them before you buy them. What works for me may not work for him, may not work for your daughter, your wife, whoever. So I'd say that a lot of people go towards small guns and they'll say, oh, I want to buy a small gun because if it's in my purse, blah, blah, blah. Smaller guns are harder to shoot.
Not as
Smaller
accurate.
guns, we need bigger guns. We can handle bigger guns, but a lot of women don't believe that they can because when they go into these ranges, when they go into these gun stores, all of them are ran by men, and the men take them to the purple guns and the pink guns and the little piece of guns, and they don't matter. That's exactly where they take them, and we can handle better than that. So what I carry is a Smith & Wesson Shield Plus. I carry that. It's a 9mm, but I mean, I could bust your ass with a 380. You know what I mean? So it doesn't really matter. I feel like it has to fit the person. We have to try it out.
Y'all need to know Robin's not a first generation shooter. She come from a long line of ass kickers and shooters. Just want to put that out there.
I was going to ask a lot of people feel like they need a big gun, right? They need a 40 caliber or 45.
No.
Can you tell the reason why? Like, I carry 9mm, and the reason I carry 9mm too is if I'm in the house and I got to shoot somebody in the house, I don't want it to go through the wall and hit my kids.
Your little deuce in your boot?
Well, you know what? So 9mm is very popular, right? But then people get killed with 22s. You know, I have some women that a 22 is where they are right now.
He used to laugh at me, right? Because back in New York, you couldn't carry a gun, but in New York was very, very deadly, very, very, a lot of crime as growing up as a teen, right? So we used to go to the club. I used to carry like a little 22.
And his Manolo Blahniks. First of all,
not in my Manolo Blahniks, in my shoe, because that would be the only way that I can walk around with the gun. And they made fun of me, but they don't know that a 22 could do damage like anything else.
He won't stand in front of it. I bet you he won't stand in front of
Let's try.
I bet you he couldn't get it out of his boots fast enough when something went down.
I can.
I know you could.
So I think that the gun has to fit the person, and we won't know until we try. So like for my company, I offer a service called Try Before You Buy, where I bring 8 to 10 of the most popular concealed carry guns, and we sit there one-on-one and we try every single one. So that way when a woman goes to the gun store, they are confident in what they came to buy. Because if not, they're going to try to talk you into this little pink gun over here. So when they walk in, they say, no, I want the Glock 43X. No, I want the Glock 19. They are very aware of where we are because we already did this process.
All right, we got more with Robin Evans when we come back, so don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. We're talking about gun safety.
I saw you say 1 in 3 women in the U.S. will experience domestic dating violence in their lifetime. So would you encourage women to take guns on a first date?
Yes. Absolutely. You never know who you're meeting up with. Especially these dating apps and stuff like that. You never know who this person really is. There's been a lot of like serial rapists connected to dating apps and stuff like that. So I would highly recommend that a woman, but not just have a gun, know how to use the gun, right? A lot of people have guns to flex with, and they're not knowledgeable about the actual gun. So I believe, yes, you should have a gun on every single date. On the 54th date, there should still be a gun there.
How would you encourage women to get, or just people in general, to get over their fear of firearms?
See, that's where I believe the instructor, I feel like whoever you team up with, that's where that comes into play. Because if you team up with somebody who's macho and think we about to join the military tomorrow, then you get turned off by it because you're already intimidated. So I believe that's where you have to find a instructor that you vibe with, right? Like, so my whole business is a vibe. Like, we're a vibe. I have a vibe check. You can't come unless you pass the vibe check. I've turned down people because they vibes don't match my vibe.
What's the vibe check?
Ratchet yet educational. You know what I mean? So like, but I've had, so yeah, the vibe check. I've had people come and they're here for the wrong reasons, right? They're here because they are malicious. They're here for they don't want to learn how to protect themselves. They want to learn how to do damage to something else because they got something else going on. I'm not here for that. I'm here to teach women how to defend themselves against threats that may come your way.
I think reps too. I think the more you do it, the more you get used to it.
Yeah,
I think the first time anybody goes into a range and you shoot that one time and it's loud, it scares the ish out of somebody.
Well, and it also depends on the gun that you shoot for the first time. So I start everybody off with 22s. It's as low as we can go. I start everybody off there and it's a confidence building. They say, oh, this wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And then next thing you know, we move up to a 380, right? So it goes 22, 380, 9mm. And we slowly work our way up that ladder. And then when they're next thing you know, they do have a 40 or 45 because we took that process together.
Now, do you believe when somebody uses that firearm, it should be to kill?
Yes. I believe that don't pull it out if you ain't serious about it.
Okay, because a lot of people, and I can tell a lot of these people that don't have firearms, they always say, well, you can injure somebody. Shoot them in the leg.
Yeah,
shoot him in the arm.
But see, the thing about it is, right, when you pull out your firearm to use it, you are trying to truly stop somebody.
Correct.
Right? So if you shoot them at other places, their adrenaline can keep them going through things like that. So I teach women about organs. I teach them about like placement, because what we're trying to do is drop the blood pressure. If you drop the blood pressure, you drop the person. And so that's what we're trying to do. So we're trying to hit you in organs every single time. Where can we hit? If we only got one shot, we got to make it work. The arm ain't it.
Hold on, that sounded sinister. You said drop the blood pressure.
Yes.
Damn. So
Welcome to Chicks with Triggers.
So you teach all your people how to just shoot to kill.
Yes.
Okay.
But I deal with a lot
That's
of
what law
domestic
enforcement
violence.
does too. Law enforcement is shoot to kill. When you pull your firearm out, it's to kill. It's not to
But that's
injure. It's not to.
that's what they don't want, though. That's what a lot of activists don't want. They
But
don't
what
want
she
you to-
said, when that adrenaline is running and somebody's coming towards you, you want to make sure you eliminate
The threat. Right.
And that's
And
the
they
only
still
way.
keep coming. So, I mean, that's what I train women to do. Like I said, I deal with a lot of domestic violence victims, like stuff you couldn't even believe it if I told you right now. So I've had women had to use their firearms to defend themselves. And that's how we train. We train the way it's going to be. We're not training for your arm. We're training to put you down.
Is the concentration on victims of domestic violence solely, or just women in general?
It's women in general.
Okay.
It's women in general. However, once I started, all the domestic violence victims started coming. And they all, they didn't feel comfortable taking the men's classes. They didn't feel comfortable sitting in the classes with all the men. So they started finding Chicks with Triggers. And then they come in, even at the local ranges, they'll say, women never talk to us like they talk to you. But it's a different vibe. You know what I mean? So they come to me and they say, listen, this man is stalking me. He's trying to kill me. I've had that a million times. This man had me in the hospital and I was on a feeding tube for 3 months. I've had that a million times. Or he's getting out of prison and he said, he already called and said he's coming. So we got to get ready.
The only thing I don't like about a lot of states where they allow you to have a firearm at a young age or 21, you don't need a permit or don't need a license, is I feel like everybody should have to take a class, right?
Yes. Okay, so I do agree with that. I believe that you should prove that you're competent.
But not only that, you should know what the consequences are, right?
Right.
A lot of people, you get a firearm. I remember I got my first firearm at 21, right? I went to Hampton University at 21. You could get a gun in Virginia. So I got my first handgun at 21. I don't think I was mentally capable of owning that gun, right? Because at that age, anything, you could get into a fight in a club and I'm automatically going to grab my firearm, but you don't necessarily know the consequences of what that means. And I think, if you have to take a class to get a license, you have to take a class with so many different things. Why shouldn't you have to take one to get a firearm?
See, I believe that you should at least have to take a class. I really do believe that. I know there's a lot of organizations that don't believe that you should just be able to go buy a gun. Now, granted, in South Carolina, we could just go buy a gun. You don't need a class. But my direct clientele, and most women, they want the class. It's the men that's the problem. Most women want the class of, okay, I had this gun for however long, but I don't feel comfortable using it because I don't know nothing about it. So it's just been sitting in the box. And that's where we start from there. I even have a program. It's called Learn Your Gun. It's for women that already have a gun. And they come, and it's a 4-week program. And every single week, they come and we learn. So for week 1, we learn how to break it down, take it apart. What are all the names called? What are all the parts called? Then the second week is malfunctions. If it jams, what are we going to do? We can't just say, excuse me, sir, before you rate me, can you give me 15 minutes? And then the third one, we go for accuracy. That's where I talk about the placement and stuff like that. We go to the shooting range. And then the fourth one, we learn how to clean it and oil it and keep it functioning properly.
What success stories have you had? Meaning, sadly, a woman was assaulted and they were able to defend themselves.
I had a woman that a man that she knew broke into her home and she had to use her firearm and she killed him. Wow. And I remember asking her afterwards. Wow. I said, how do you feel? And the first thing she said to me, which she had never said in 2 years to me, was, I finally feel free. I'm not scared anymore. I'm not looking over my shoulder anymore. I feel free. And she said, I never thought I would feel like that because for the past 8 years, this is how I felt. And so he would stalk her, everything, because it's not, even if they stalk you, right, it's hard to get a restraining order, and a restraining order is just a piece of paper. The cops are not here to protect you, so we have to do it ourselves. I feel like, especially with domestic violence, it's only going to end one of two ways, right? Domestic violence is out of control right now, and it's only going to end one of two ways. Either men are going to step up and say, you know what, we're not going to do this anymore. We're not going to beat women anymore. We're not going to treat them like this anymore, which that hasn't happened yet. Or women are going to step up and they're going to say, you know what, we're going to be our own first responders, and if anybody poses an imminent threat to me or my family, we're going to put them down. And that's what I teach them how to do.
How else do you think women can protect themselves while they're waiting on the process to go through to access a firearm?
Knives. We teach knives. We teach self-defense. There's so many different ways. It doesn't always have to be a gun. Because a lot of places you can't even have a gun. So what are we going to use? So we teach them stick fighting. We teach them where to hit. We teach them knives, how to stab, stuff like that. Things that you can use around your house. We teach them to be prepared from every single angle.
Can we talk about the background? Because I know people hear that and they be like, what you know about all of that?
Okay, so my father is retired NYPD, and he's also Grandmaster of Modern Jiu-Jitsu, which is a martial arts system.
That's right.
So we kick ass around here from every single angle. You know what I mean? Every angle, you're going to get your ass whooped. Every single way we can.
Professor Robert Evans, you've heard me talk about him. I've written about him in my books. Great mentor of mine. Yes, he is that. He is him. Yeah. So don't think Robin don't know what she's doing. Don't know what she's talking about.
We appreciate you for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much for having me.
Love it.
And what's the information?
Everything is Chicks with Triggers. So Instagram is Chicks with Triggers. My website is chickswithtriggers.com. Facebook is Chicks with Triggers, but Facebook blocks me a lot for all the guns. So if you want to have a good time, Instagram lets me live my best life.
All right. Well, it's Robin Evans. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Thank you.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Loren LoRosa is here. And let's get to the rumors.
Loren LoRosa. So I've been here for a little bit. Move out the way.
Tell her. Made it. This is the Rumor Report.
I think a lot of people will recognize the voice and the name.
On The Breakfast Club.
Lauren came in hot.
You know, I came in telling the truth. So Omarion recently sat down with Jason Lee over at Hollywood Unlocked. Shout out to them. Mm-hmm. And he talked about the fact that at one point in time, him and Karrueche were almost a thing.
One of the girls that try to hook you up with a lot of people don't know is Karrueche.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that?
Uh-huh.
Me, Chris Brown, and Omarion, y'all were brothers.
Yeah.
Right? One night, they said, bring all these girls. So I brought all these girls. And one of the girls was Karrueche.
Right.
Do you remember that night? Y'all were kind of feeling each other, and
that's true.
I thought y'all were going to be a thing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And then she was on Media Takeout with Chris.
Right.
And you never say anything. What? If I was you, I would,
Come on now, you got to be unbothered.
You've been unbothered for a long time.
What would there be? What would Omarion have to say though?
Him and Chris Brown were friends at one point.
But if they they didn't seem like they were dating. It seemed like they came to a party and they were talking.
But there's also always been, since I think they're good now. We'll get into that. We have some audio, but there has been a little bit of a weird friction with Omarion and Chris Brown. I think it's more so just career comparisons and that whole thing. There were jokes going around at one point in time that Chris Brown stole Omarion's career. There was one point. Yeah, there was one point when Omarion had dropped a project. This was 2017. And a fan commented and said, it takes this dude years to come out with an album. I guess everybody and Chris Brown. Omarion responded and said, it's because I make music for the soul, not just for business purposes.
But how could Chris Brown steal Omarion's career? Chris Brown came out as a solo artist in 2005. Omarion was still with B2K around that time, right?
Yep.
So Chris Brown's career is his career. Omarion's career is his career. We got to stop thinking that just because one person is winning, somebody else has to lose. That's not how it works in the music industry.
Or that they both singing and dancing, that somebody takes somebody's style.
But that's how
Chris Brown came out singing and dancing.
That's how people do, though.
People are niggas.
Us. Niggas. Oh, okay. That's how it is. It's if you got one person that's singing, dancing, and smoothing all around the stage, another person can't do it too.
Which is crazy because that means we could have two. Or 3 or 4. You can have multiple.
And even with this situation, so if Jason Lee brought some women to a party and we all decided to talk to him, maybe she was talking to Omarion and didn't like Omarion and then was speaking to Chris like Chris. You know what I mean? So I don't they weren't dating, they weren't together, they weren't holding hands.
Yeah, I'm confused.
Even if they were though, let's hear the audio because he does speak to the Chris Brown part of the conversation.
I've always looked at CB as like a brother, you know what I mean? Even if it's from a distance, even if, I don't agree with some of the things that he says or he does, you know what I'm saying? One thing I do know is when I see CB, he always show me respect. You know what I'm saying? He always be like, hey, bro, because I seen him down in Vegas for Lovers and Friends. And it's been a while since we ran into each other. We actually ran into each other at
we're able to talk?
Yeah, at the same hotel. It was just like, yo, what up? It was still very respectful. And that's all that I ask. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I don't forget.
And I think it's interesting to point out, even when Omarion posted this, he said something in his caption about having to get over our own preconceived notions and just how we interpret things that other people may do or say or not say, something to that effect. I think that's important too because when you are there, sometimes it's not people. Sometimes you in your own head about
that's facts.
What people are saying, what's in the comments, what all that back and forth, and then that creates a friction that
is people though. I mean, and that's why I always say, like, you got to be very careful of social media, because you'll get on social media and you'll let social media dictate your thoughts for you.
Dictate your emotions.
It'll be narratives. It'll be things that you weren't even thinking about that somebody will put in your head. And now all of a sudden you believe it. You know, or other people will believe it. It's just like, yo, the only validation you should care about, the only opinion you should care about is yours. That's why I never understand when people get so mad about what folks are saying about them on social media. Shouldn't you knowing the truth be enough?
Yeah, I think things compound though, right?
Yeah.
Because like if at that time Omarion didn't feel like his career was where he wanted it to be, Chris Brown is doing well. You got everybody around you talking about Chris Brown and basically saying that should be you. It you have to build up that armor of like, nah, I'm good where I'm at. I'm cool. I'm good over here. That takes a little minute. You was in the comments and all that at one point.
I've never cared. Envy will tell you that. I ain't never cared about what people say about me.
You used to lean into stuff.
But I was playing the game. But I never
didn't care. He never cared. I like to clear up my stuff. Like if somebody has a notion or something about me, I want to clear it up, because I don't like the narrative going around that something that's, let's say, is not true, and I want to tell people what the truth is. That's always been me.
Charlamagne
don't care.
And you're helping me learn, because there's been sometimes where I'll be like, should I? And you be like, no, we moving on from that. Like, you helping me learn.
The only thing he ever cleared up is Morris Chestnut. He don't look nothing like Morris Chestnut.
First of all, never had to clear that up.
If he was trying to beef with you though, like, how would you handle that?
Why would we beef when we came off the same assembly line?
Please,
that don't make no sense.
Child.
Me, Morris Chestnut, Jeezy, same assembly line. Morris Chestnut said that himself on Jennifer
Hudson. I feel like you come from where like the Walmart tours are assembled. He's more like Amazon efficient.
Wow.
It's a little different. It's a little different.
Wow.
It's not the same. You ever been in Walmart versus Target?
Ray, do we have the clip?
Very recently, for the first couple of times, they thought I was Charlamagne the guy. Yeah.
Hold on, let me look from this way. Anybody see that one?
Okay. So yeah, I think every bald-headed black dude, with a goatee, right?
Just want y'all to know, on demand, on cue.
Okay?
Yeah, you got to keep it.
Right there.
She had to turn him around and see him from the back. She's like, turn around, let me see you from the back.
Looking like the Morris Chestnuts.
Go sing, Jennifer. I still don't understand why Jennifer had to hate so hard on that moment. Okay.
Well, we gonna move on. So, Tinashe had an intruder at her home. So this is really scary, really, really scary. So there was a guy that showed up to her home several times, and at this point she is asking for a temporary restraining order because, number one, he showed up at her brother's birthday party. There has been some things where he's kind of been stalkerish online to her. He showed up at her house multiple times, and one of the times she actually had to hide in her own home because he tried to get in the home.
She needs to call Robin Evans.
She definitely need to call Robin Evans
for sure,
and learn how to shoot.
Because this guy was actually locked up, but he was released because of the new rules or laws around like the bails. In LA,
she needs to call Robin.
Yeah, this is scary.
That's why women need to learn how to shoot. That's why we had Robin Evans up here from Chicks with Chickers this morning.
Totally agree. Even just sitting here talking about this is making me feel like I need to get my triggers together.
You should.
I'm going to.
All right. Well, that is your rumor report. And again, shout to Robin Evans for joining us. Of course, she runs the company Chicks with Triggers,
That's
where
right.
she tries to teach women how to defend themselves, not only with firearms, but with knives or their hands as well. And also Leslie Effin Jones for joining us this morning as well.
Does Robin teach you how to control your temper too?
Yeah,
I'm sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Everything is strategic.
Nothing.
Because that's always been my fear. Like, I get that, and then homeboy do something.
Well, she'll teach you, I'm sure, the rules and the laws, so to see when you need to use that weapon and when you shouldn't. You just can't be shooting people, Loren.
Yes.
Just can't be mad and shooting somebody just because a guy does something. You just can't shoot him.
And don't be confused. Robin's background to her father, one of my mentors, Professor Robert Evans. He is a grandmaster of modern jiu-jitsu, and he's a former NYPD police officer, and he's a medical doctor. So, she comes from great pedigree.
That sounds like therapy, meditation, and a 22. I love all that
together.
There you go.
He kick your ass and talk you through.
Yeah, I love that.
He'll be right there to help you. He'll talk you through the trauma he just caused.
He'll pat you right up and then talk you through as he's giving you stitches. All right, when we come back, we got the People's Choice Mix. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Salute to Sim again. Yesterday was her birthday. She had the whole staff late this morning because they were partying with her all night long.
Did you get invited?
They know I don't be coming to stuff like that, so why invite me? You gave a nice gift, though. Yeah.
You give my birthday is on November 22nd.
For real?
Yes. By the way,
You a Sagittarius?
I am.
Wow.
I'm on the cusp. Sagittarius, Scorpio. But by the way, I want the people to know my official birthday weekend is happening, and all tickets are now on sale. BrownGirlGrinding.com/BGG weekend.
Where you going?
BrownGirlGrinding.com/BGG weekend. I'm about to tell y'all.
Oh.
Friday night we are doing Airbrush, a Y2K theme skate party at Millennium Skate World in New Jersey. Saturday we're going to do a shot and
Where's
shop.
Millennium?
Millennium is in Camden, New Jersey.
Oh, that's far. Okay, go ahead.
Saturday.
Yeah, Camden.
Don't do that. Millennium is owned by a black woman, and she has been in business for years, and we are safe every time we go there.
Okay,
and I don't
okay.
play about security for myself or for my people.
Okay.
Saturday, we're doing shots and shop at the Space by Brown Girl Grinding in Wilmington, Delaware on 9th and Tatnall. You
Delaware.
do not need a ticket for that. And Sunday, we are having a day party. That is the finale, the City Is Mine day party finale, which will also happen in Delaware at Apex Lounge in downtown Wilmington, Delaware. This is my first time doing the BGG weekend. We kicking it off in Delaware so we could take it other places. So y'all looking for a reason to come to the first state? Hold on up. Yo.
Camden in Delaware? Yeah. I'm just going to cash app you, Loren. Happy birthday.
Just happy birthday. All right.
Well, I'm sure Delaware and Camden will be out in full force.
And New York could come too, and Philly pull up. BrownGirlGrinding.com/BGG weekend. The tickets are on sale now. Early bird tickets too, so they're the cheap ones. Get them. It's only a few of them.
Okay.
True.
All right.
true,
When
true.
we come back, we got the positive notice. The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, Charlamagne, we got Deanna on the line.
Deanna.
Yes.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I am blessed.
This is the Breakfast Club. What's happening?
Well, it's my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy born day, Deanna. Man,
yes, thank you.
You know what? Since it's your born day, there's no need to get into all of the things that, you know, we were told about you. I will say condolences to your son. I will say that, you know. Condolences to you for your son, and I'm always sending you healing energy for that. And I hope that you're raising that grandson of yours to the best of your abilities.
It's a girl. It's a girl.
Oh, see,
Yes,
it says
it's a
grandson.
girl.
Well, I hope you're raising her to the best of your abilities. And happy born day again. And man, we just want to take care of your Amazon wish list. You know, the bouncy house, the ball pits, the bubble, the fog machines. We just want to take care of that for you. Is that okay? Can we do that?
God cares about all communities, big and small, with a heart of care. I heart will create a day of love throughout communities to enjoy hope, love, forgiveness, and unity. We will engage in helping uplifting all survivors with the iHeart Care System, Community Awareness Resource Emerging System. Let's build the kind of support that is free, healing hearts, taking it a day at a time with iHeart Care. And that is what I will have you as my announcement. That you are is like what you're doing, you just have no idea. So I wanted to make sure that people here in Charleston, West Virginia know that you guys care and you guys help to make days become joyful and loving in these communities for these young people.
Well, thank you, Dean. Well, we're wishing you a wonderful holiday season, and salute to our friends at Amazon. You know, and I'm glad that we could bless you with this. I'm glad we could take care of everything on your wish list.
Yes, thank you so much, you guys. You have no idea what it means to me.
Thank you, Deanna. We appreciate you, all right?
Hold on.
Yeah.
And you can still upload your Amazon holiday wish list right now at breakfastclubonline.com. So go do that if you want to get blessed the way Deanna just got blessed.
All right. And happy birthday to Dre Logic out in Miami. What up, Logic?
Salute to Logic, man. Logic holds it down for us on the boards in Miami. Salute to our guy, man. Happy born day.
Again, salute to Leslie Jones. Her book, Leslie Effin Jones, is out right now.
Go get that.
And also Robin Evans, CEO of Chicks with Triggers.
Certified firearm instructor, man. Mm-hmm. And listen, make sure you go check out my man Doug Melville's book, Invisible Generals. It is out right now. Salute to everybody that's been getting it all week, man. Rediscovering family legacy and a quest to honor America's first black generals. You know, Veterans Day is on 11/11, so it is a great gift, you know, to get a veteran, man. So salute to Doug Melville and make sure you go grab Invisible Generals. And I also want to tell y'all, too, salute to my guy Andrew Schultz. You know, Andrew Schultz, his first show at the Garden sold out in 90 minutes. Not the theater.
Garden. No, that's the Garden.
Not the theater, by the way.
Oh, I thought it when I saw you toasting online. No shade to him. I thought it was the theater part, but it's full. That's
the
major.
Garden. Yeah. The Garden where the Knicks play. Andrew Schultz sold that out in 90 minutes. He has a second show that went on sale yesterday, and that's almost sold out. So go get your tickets right now for Andrew Schultz's second show at Madison Square Garden, not the theater, the Garden. All right. Okay, salute to my guy Schultz. And listen, positive note, everything God is doing in you and through you right now is in perfect preparation for the future that only God can see. Remember that.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?